In this video, we're going to go through how to invest for beginners. Now, why you should invest. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck, and if an emergency came up, they wouldn't have any emergency funds to cover that emergency. So, what you need to do is first create an emergency fund of 3 months worth of living expenses. If you've got any debt over 5% interest, pay off that. And once you've done that, it's time to start investing. So, when you start investing, what you should aim to do is automatically take out 10 to 30% of your income and put it in what I call exchange traded funds. Now, these exchange traded funds are very simple. You simply have an index or have a market, say for example the S&P 500 or a healthcare ETF or a technology ETF or a mining ETF. There's many ETFs, but a very simple one is called the VTI. It's a total stock market ETF. It has 3,100 companies approximately across a lot of different industries, and over the past 10 years it's actually gone up 13% per annum, so it's produced a very good return. So that's what you need to do first. You can't invest if you just keep spending all of your income, so you need to make a budget, stick to your budget, and start every month trying to cut your costs till once you start putting away 10 to 30% in an ETF. So you can just quickly Google what an ETF is, exchange traded fund. Vanguard has very good ETFs. It's a company called Vanguard. Look them up. All they do is they just charge a very small management fee, normally 0.4% per annum. Where if you had a managed fund or an active fund manager, they would charge you 1 to 2% per annum. And all ETFs do, they just track the market. They don't try to predict the market or beat the market, because at the end of the day, no one can predict the market. Over the 30 years, I think only maybe 0.1% of fund managers are able to beat the market. Then what you want to do, you want to invest for long term. Normally, approximately every 7 to 10 years, investments go in cycles. So there'll be a correction or a crash. Once that bottoms out, then the market will start rising again. Then it'll get overvalued, and then it'll correct, and there may be a panic, and there'll be a crash. And they go normally anywhere between 7 to 10 years, but again, no one can predict the exact time. And what we're in at the moment, what most people think, we think we're in a bit of correction. The stock market will hit all-time highs in 2017, and then they fell about 20%, which is correction. And then anything around 40 to 50% would be a crash. So what you want to do, invest for the long term. Minimum 10 years you want to invest in, and then that way, even if the stock market goes up and down, in the long term, the S&P 500 has returned 9.5%. So even if you get an 8% return over the long term, if you invest $1,000 a month for 50 years at an average rate of return of 8%, guess how much you would have? $7.9 million. That's right, $7.9 million just with investing $1,000 a month. So the key there is time, because in that last 10 years, that's where compounding starts really working. That's where compounding will earn you more than you can make at your job. Because once you've got $1 million nest egg at an 8% return, you're earning $80,000 a year passive income. That's why investing for long term is so powerful. At the start, when you've only got $1,000 there and you're earning $80 a year, with an 8% return, you're not earning much. You just keep putting away. And the thing is, even if the stock market collapses and it goes down 50%, well then you're buying stocks at 50%, you're getting them cheaper. You're not just investing one amount and then never investing again, and then if that drops then you freak out. most likely you'll just be putting money in every month. It may be high, but then there'll be other days it's low. So guys, that is pretty much, it's very simple. Reduce your living expenses, save 10 to 30% of your income, and automatically put that in your investment account so you don't even look at it. Probably every time you got $1,000, buy some exchange traded funds, invest for 50 years, or you know, however longer you've got left in your investing career. And like I said, just $1,000 a month over 50 years will be $7.9 million. That's how powerful compound interest is. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope I can build a community here of like-minded individuals like myself. It's very hard to find people that are interested in finance, life hacks to save money, because most people at the end of the day, they're clueless, they don't really care about finances, and that's why they struggle so much. So I hope I can build a community here. We can help each other out, give each other advice, and the most important thing is to stay focused. That's why I started this YouTube channel, to stay focused. And I hope you follow me on my journey on becoming a millionaire, because I'm not one yet, but with compound interest I will be in 10 years. Thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video.